Hey everyone, it's your boy Matt here. This is a communication to the intelligence community. I'm good at what I do. I am not so good at what I do that there isn't going to be someone else who already works for your organization who is less skilled than I am. Like, your best intelligence analysts are probably at my level. Okay? I'm exceedingly competent, but that doesn't mean that you guys don't have very competent people. They're probably just people in your organization who are overlooked or have an issue with the bureaucracy. Um, or maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you guys are just chronically terrible at everything you do and can't keep good people in your organization or attract the right kind of analysts. I've seen a lot of really shoddy practices from the intelligence community. However, most of the information I use, very little of it is information which was given to me in confidence, which is classified information. Okay, almost all of it's stuff which I'm able to figure out by just figuring out other things. And whilst I might say things which are classified, I'm saying them without having been told what they are. It's just from studying these organizations. And I go by the rule that can an intelligent person figure this out or not? All right? Because the Chinese have a lot of very smart people who are studying shit. One of the things I've learnt from having conflicts with the intelligence apparatus is when it comes to any kind of, activity, you don't ever really want to tell them stuff that you think they've already figured out or is obvious, because a big part of it is, has the person done the work to figure it out and have they come to the appropriate conclusions already? So I look back to the development of the atomic bomb, and when eventually they got a group of scientists who were previously working with the Germans, and those people came to work for the Americans because they always wanted to, they just couldn't, and they were able to get updates about how along they were in the process of developing it. And to me, that just highlighted, like with a tangible physical example, just the process of intelligence analysis, where you need to be like, it takes a while to develop an understanding, and it may be that the other person who you're versing, because that's the reality of intelligence, is that there's someone who you are fighting against. There is someone who is studying you, and it's who studies fastest wins. And that's the example which sticks in my head. I know that Mike Burgess has, in one of his public addresses, he talks about the A team being the Australia team, like the people whose job it is at a foreign intelligence agency to study us and beat us. Now, I am best left where I am in the open source space. Where I am a lot more influential, and I've been using my influence to good effect, and I've been able to get a lot of good things done. And I would prefer to be left here. I would like to be able to have a normal life. And if you are interested in my work, what you should do is that you should look at how you attract people like me and how you create people like me. So study me, figure out how I came to have these skill sets if you want. I very much prefer to just get on with my life though. I don't want to be tied up working at ASUS or ASIO or anything like that. I have an interest in special forces and these things, but it's just an interest. It's not something I'd be any good at. I could probably be an intelligence officer attaché to them, but I don't really want to do that either, because that would mean I'd have to be in army intelligence, and the culture of that organization is terrible. It's where they put all the Machiavellian motherfuckers, and I don't want to be around that. I want to have a happy life. I want to be a psychologist. I want to see my clients, and I'd like a lot of these conflicts to be over with. I'm not a threat to national security. I'm very much oriented towards the care of the Australian people and the flourishing of us and our institutions. I've just found that I've been abused by people in these institutions, and I've had to become very resourceful to be able to deal with them. And it's been a horrifying experience. So, in conclusion, please just leave me in the open source intelligence community. Let me do my thing. I've had to make the biggest song and dance I've done to be able to maintain public attention to defend myself. And that's why I've been engaging in these behaviors. It's been me trying to defend myself and my clients in the NDIS primarily. And then from that, the cycle of violence, and we can call it that because violence isn't just a push and a shove. This has been violence. I want it to end. I've always wanted it to end, but because I've had Lewis and these horrific individuals at the Australian Signals Directorate misbehaving as badly as they have, we've been locked in this. And I've been trying to protect myself. So that's my message. I wish you well. I want you guys to be effective. I want you guys to be a phenomenal organization, and I'm sure many of you are very capable at your jobs, and you're going to be able to succeed without me. Just leave me in the open source space. Have a good day, everyone.